It was a stormy summer afternoon when little Ryan ran to his grandpa, his favorite person in the world. "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be successful. But how do I do it?" His voice was full of curiosity. Grandpa smiled mysteriously and said, "I'll show you something, but you'll have to wait to understand it." Ryan frowned but nodded, trusting his wise old grandpa. That evening, Grandpa took Ryan to a nursery and bought 2 tiny plants. Back home, he planted one in a pot and placed it safely inside the house. The other, he planted it outside in the open garden, under the vast sky. Grandpa turned to Ryan and asked, "Which plant do you think will grow better?" Ryan thought for a moment. "The one inside. It's safe from storms, animals, and the hot sun. The one outside might not survive." Grandpa chuckled but said nothing. Years passed. 4 summers later, Ryan returned to visit Grandpa, taller now but still full of questions. "Grandpa," he exclaimed, "last time you promised to tell me how to be successful. I'm still waiting." Grandpa smiled warmly. "Come with me," he said. They walked to the plant inside the house first. It had grown taller but was still small, with thin, fragile branches. Then Grandpa led Ryan outside. Ryan gasped. The plant in the garden had turned into a mighty tree. Its thick trunk stood strong, its wide branches swayed confidently in the breeze, and it gave shade to everyone who walked by. "Grandpa, how is this possible? The plant outside faced storms, heat, and animals. Shouldn't it have been destroyed?" Grandpa's eyes twinkled. "Ah, my boy, that's the secret to success. The tree outside grew strong because it faced challenges. The storms made its roots dig deeper into the soil. The heat taught it resilience. The animals taught it to protect itself. But the plant inside? It was safe. Too safe. It never had to struggle, so it stayed weak." He placed a hand on Ryan's shoulder. "Life is just like that, Ryan. If you always choose comfort, you'll never grow strong. But if you face challenges head-on, you'll become unshakable, just like this tree. Obstacles are not the enemy. They're your greatest teachers." Ryan stared at the tree, his heart racing. He finally understood. What can we learn from this story? Life's challenges are like the storms that make a tree stronger. If we avoid difficulties, we miss the chance to grow. But when we face obstacles, they help us become wiser, braver, and more resilient. Success doesn't come from avoiding problems. It comes from learning to rise above them.